This is Sylvia Saber with OPtv Global Headlines, starting with the top international stories for the day. The United States has announced 2 exemptions to its sanctions imposed on Afghanistan to facilitate the humanitarian aid. They also allow certain transactions related to the exportation of agricultural commodities, medicine, and medical devices. United Nations urged that aid to Afghanistan should be made conditional to ensure the protection of women's rights and access to education. UN Deputy Secretary General Amina Mohammed said that the United Nations and the international community can help ensure Afghanistan's economy does not collapse. Taliban has issued a rebuke over misconduct by some commanders and fighters following the movement's victory. Acting Defense Minister Muhammad Yaqub said that some notorious former soldiers had joined the Taliban units where they had committed a range of violent abuses. Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan has called for global efforts to counter the rising tide of Islamophobia. Addressing the 76th session of the UN General Assembly session, he accused India of towing the worst form of Islamophobia by unleashing a reign of fear and violence against India's 200 million Muslim community. The White House has declined to include India in a new security alliance comprising the United States, United Kingdom, and Australia. White House Press Secretary said that Japan and India cannot be involved in the Indo-Pacific Security Alliance. Iran's foreign minister said that stalked talks on the Iranian nuclear accord would resume very soon. However, Hussein Amir Abdullahian accused the United States of sending contradictory messages on reviving the deal. Bangladesh has urged world leaders to play a role in the long-term solution to the Rohingya crisis. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina said that the international community must constructively work for a permanent solution to the Rohingya crisis through the safe, sustainable, and dignified return of them to their home in Myanmar. The U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigation's former confidential informant Kamran Fareedi has been jailed and convicted in a dramatic turn of events for threatening to kill his 3 former colleagues at the FBI. Fareedi also facilitated the arrest of Karachi businessman Jabir Motiwala in London in August 2018. 3 people were killed in a suspected gangland shooting inside a Delhi courtroom. 2 men dressed as lawyers sitting inside courtroom fired shots at a suspected gang leader. 2 assailants and the target died in the incident. Huawei executive Wanzhou freed in Canada after deal with US prosecutors and bringing to a close a nearly 3-year legal saga. In return, 2 Canadian nationals have been released from Chinese detention and are flying home to Canada. A 3-year-old dog with longest ears has made it to this year's Guinness World Records. Each of Lou's ears measure 13.38 inches, explained the dog's owner, who is from Oregon State of the US. Up next, we have the national updates. Prime Minister Imran Khan and the 3 services chiefs has visited the Inter-Services Intelligence Headquarters to get a briefing on the regional security situation. The Prime Minister appreciated the diligent efforts of the ISI for the national security and expressed his satisfaction over professional preparedness. Pakistan has asked the Indian government to investigate the recent anti-Muslim violence in Assam and other such incidents. Pakistan summons India's envoy to convey concerns over incident and asks India to punish criminals involved in the incident. 6 terrorists were killed in Balochistan's Karan area after the Frontier Corps Balochistan South conducted an intelligence-based operation. Troops also recovered a large cache of arms and ammunition from the hideout of the terrorists. Pakistan has been elected as a member of the Board of Governors of the International Atomic Energy Agency for the next 2 years. Pakistan's embassy in Vienna said Pakistan remains committed to agency's work in promoting peaceful uses of nuclear energy. A cyber harassment suspect from Peshawar has confessed to sexually harassing American girls by hacking their Snapchat accounts. FIA said that Anas Khan is a BBA student who communicated with only women above the age of 18 years through Snapchat. Sindh Local Government Minister Nasir Hussain Shah has said that the LG will remove all garbage from the city of Karachi by the end of October. Nasir said no new tax or increase in the tax of K electric bills has been imposed. Saudi Arabia has announced 600 fully funded scholarships for Pakistani students for the academic year 2021 to 22. Under the initiative, Pakistani students will be able to study in 25 Saudi universities in diploma, bachelor, master, and PhD degrees. The incidence of hypertension or high blood pressure in adults in Pakistan has jumped to 46% in 2020, and half of them don't know that they have high blood pressure by the time it is diagnosed. Health experts blamed unhealthy lifestyles, anxiety, lack of physical and sports activities have caused people as young as 18 years of age suffering from hypertension. Punjab authorities have arrested 16 suspects over fake COVID-19 vaccination entries. Chief Secretary also directed divisional commissioners to play their role in achieving the national goal by meeting the vaccination targets. The Civil Aviation Authority has extended the coronavirus restrictions imposed on inbound flights till October 31st. All Pakistanis whose return to Pakistan from Category C countries may travel to the country without grant of a special exemption. Up next, we have the health updates. The average rate of new vaccinations has declined this month in United States. 18 states including Alabama, Alaska, Arkansas, Georgia, Indiana, Louisiana, Mississippi, West Virginia, South and North Carolina have still not vaccinated at least half of their residents. The World Health Organization has acknowledged the efforts of Pakistani authorities in vaccinating marginalized communities for COVID-19. Pakistan launched a mobile vaccination campaign in order to reach the far-flung areas of the country. Up next, we have the updates on science and technology. Footprints in New Mexico are oldest evidence of humans in the America. Humans reached the Americas at least 7,000 years earlier than previously thought, as human footprints found dated to between 23,000 and 21,000 years old. Up next, we have the sports updates. English cricketers break their silence on Pakistan tour cancellation. The Team England player partnership said England Cricket Board kept the union in the dark about their decision to cancel Pakistan's tour. The union added that ECB informed players about the decision after their board meeting. Australia batter Usman Khawaja has criticized the decisions by New Zealand and England to scrap their tours to Pakistan. Khawaja said that they would not have made the same decision if they had been due to play in India. Former English footballer Michael Owen has been appointed as the ambassador of Pakistan Football League. Owen said that establishing a professional football league is a step in the right direction. Up next, we have the entertainment updates. Khyber Pakhtunkhwa government has begun the restoration of Dilip Kumar and Raj Kapoor's homes in Peshawar. Dilip Kumar's nephew Fawad Ishaq has lauded the government's decision. Pakistani singer Shamoon Ismail released his latest album Scars and Screws to the delight of his fans. While the entire album is available on Spotify, one of the most anticipated tracks, Fasla, is also available on YouTube. An Indian salon has been ordered to pay more than $271,000 in damages to a model for a botched haircut. Ashna Roy claimed caused a severe mental breakdown as the hairdresser chopped off her entire hair, leaving only 4 inches from the top. Daniel Craig has managed to run real into real. The James Bond star has been awarded the post of an honorary commander in the British Royal Navy, the same rank as 007. Up next, we have the business updates. The Pakistani rupee fell for the third straight day against the US dollar on Friday. The currency closed the week at 169.03 rupees, recording a loss of 0.03% during the day. Pakistan gets another extension from Paris Club to pay debt. Pakistan's debt service for 2021 to 2022 fiscal year totals $56.9 billion. The country has until December to make the payment. The Asian Development Bank projected that inflation in Pakistan would remain the highest in the region at 7.5%. The economy would grow by 4%, which would be the 5th lowest rate among 7 South Asian nations. The ADB has not taken into account Afghanistan's economy due to prevailing uncertainties.